Never took one lesson. So for today's video, I'm going to do my monthly favorites, and this go around, I'm just doing a big spend. I've never bought a actual, like, really professional cologne before. I'm doing a mini haul on a t-shirt shop from a local LA maker, which is awesome. Also my favorite band, and then my favorite app. Here. Blue de Chanel. It's the men's collection of cologne by Chanel. They're really good. I enjoy it a lot. Of course, I've never had like high-end cologne before. I usually don't even like colognes as a whole. Whenever I first like worked at one of my first retail jobs, it was in Hollister, which I think it's mostly dead now. I think, but as you know how the store, like, everyone used to make the jokes like they overpower you with their cologne, which when I worked there, I was like, oh, of course I should buy the cologne and all that. So that was the only time I bought a mid-range cologne back then. But like when you're in the Midwest, it's kind of like, oh, so fancy. So that was like, those fun high school and like embarrassing enough like freshman year in college memories of cologne purchases and smells. But this comparably is just, I mean, I get it now. I get why people buy expensive stuff. It's such good quality. It smells really nice. I'm not even sponsored by them, but like literally, I love it. It was definitely worth the purchase point, and it like this stuff right here holds on so well. Like I spray it on like once before I go to work. It's on until I go out, like till I like pass out, and I'm like, okay, I like it. I see what you did there. But yeah, you know what they say. Everyone needs a little Chanel in life. If you're a dude, get the cologne. Women, get the perfume. It's definitely worth it every time, and it's like a good scent. It's not too like florally. It's just a nice citrusy scent, and it's just really, it's a solid purchase. 10 out of 10. Glad I did it. Had to get it at Sephora though. They were weirdly like apparently out of the Chanel store on Rodeo, but I was like, okay, I'll just go to Sephora. Okay, so next up, we're looking at my Not Becky shirt, which I love. It is from the Sellout, and this is actually their little off-brand on their website. It's T-shirt Mayhem is where the Not Becky shirt's from. My selfie crop top and then my other selfie shirt, those are also from the Sellout. I love all of their stuff. Like, it's one of those things where I used to always, like, middle of high school, love, like, the witty tees and everything else. And then I've kind of gone back to, I've gone back to my roots, but, like, I just, like, fell back in love with either doing, besides just doing, like, a basic, like, nondescript, nothing on my shirt. I kind of like having just t-shirts that say something funny, and, like, I like the play on, like, it's, like, Celine, but then it's selfie, and it's a solid 10 out of 10. The quality is really nice. It feels really good. And they're just really, it's a nice little startup store. It's nice that they make all of their products are in LA, as well as they're just shipped from there. It's a flagship store from here. It's like all online now. But I'm like so obsessed that I keep buying more and more stuff like every time. There's like a couple of other shirts I'm probably going to buy, which they'll show probably eventually, which is really good. As for my favorite band in like someone I've just been really obsessed with ever since I found them, it's Battle Tapes. It's kind of a funny, like the way that I stumbled upon them was playing GTA, because their song Feel the Same is like a featured track on there, which it's kind of funny in the sense that GTA 5 is based on Los Angeles, so it was like before I moved out here, it was like that little like touch of nostalgia. And it's interesting that whenever I first got here, they had a release party for their actual debut album, which is amazing. It's called Polygon. I'll link that down below. It's just really great. Like their sound is so nice because it's a mix of like electro rock, and it has kind of like an 80s feeling vibe, and I absolutely love it. Like they're so good. They were amazing live, and it's just I'm really excited to see where they go, and I hope like they do really really well, because they have a lot of potential, and they're just a nice like unique sound that you don't really hear, and they like it's just solid. Like I'm excited to see where that group goes. And then lastly, my favorite app of the month. I don't have a whole lot of apps. I actually like one started up by YouTubers. It's the Dysh app. I love it because I'm one of those people. I love food pics. If you don't like food pics, fuck you. But really, I love it. Like I love that the idea of apparently people like hate people who send pictures of food, and it's like I love it. I love seeing it on Instagram. I love when any of my friends like takes pictures of food that they get. Nowadays too, like people don't always cook. I mean, I guess if you think about like basic shots of food, it's not so great. But you can be kind of artistic with it, which is really fun, and you get to see the community. But the way that the app works, I mean, it's a solid 10 out of 10 for idea. I'm not like I would probably rate it an honest like 8.10. There's some user interface stuff that's a little wonky, but the whole purpose and structure of it is really nice. And it's just a start. It's like just started up I think like 2 months ago now, so it's really nice. And it's still mainly a lot of people in LA are like the main posters. Like I'm a huge poster on there. I'm ominous. I had to make that name. That's the beauty of joining something when there's like no one. It's a mixture of Instagram and Yelp. So you can do geotags to show where you got your meal at, as well as you write like kind of a review and you rate it. So it's nice in the sense that you can literally see, oh, someone got this really awesome pizza at Mr. Pizza on Koreatown. And then they like will put whatever the review is of it. And it's a nice sense of you can just, especially if you love food, or you're like, oh, I don't know where to go. It's nice for that aspect as well, just because you can just try different areas and you can see different stuff. And that's like the best benefit of it, because it's like, it's not just a food pick. It's just, you get to rank stuff. And then of course there's a social aspect, like people can like it and comment on it, but it's a nice thing. You can just literally go around and just see the different areas and see what people rank stuff. And I like how it's just a mixture of like Instagram meets Yelp and lets all of the foodies just be happy foodies in their own safe place, and they're allowed to just be like, oh, look at all this awesome food. And then of course I'm excited to see where that app goes as well, just because of the simple fact that like literally it'd be amazing to see like a whole just ginormous worldwide community and see all the different dishes in like all the different continents and states and provinces and everywhere else. And I am so excited to see what they were being like, oh really, you took a food picture? It's like, fuck you, leave my food picture out of this. It is art, motherfucker. But yeah, that's it for my favorites. I seriously am so happy I bought this. The cologne was totally worth it. Love the sellout. Definitely check them out. I will leave the link to their site on the description box as well. The Dysh app is really good if you love food. And I'm kind of excited though. It's nice when other people from other areas get it, because if you think about like if you're visiting somewhere, you can check out the food there too, which is like a cool concept, and you can like find out where to go before you go there. But yeah, definitely look into the Dysh app, definitely look into the sellout, and if you think about doing a high-end cologne, do it. It doesn't have to be Chanel naturally, but they're really worth it. They last longer, they're just better quality. You're getting the bang for your buck that you're paying, and this didn't break the bank, so I'm really excited about that, especially when it's Chanel. But yeah, until next time, peace out, nerds.